And as I've often done before, Brandon, they are a four-tuba band. I'm kind of excited about these guys, and we hopefully will see a good football game as well as maybe a battle of the bands at halftime. So kind of a nice afternoon for high school football. Of course, I'm sure it's for college football as well. As I'm Greg Hicks, I'm your play-by-play announcer today, so just bear with me. And Brandon Brooks will be calling color, kind of supporting us on what's going on as we're about the clock has been reset to 10 minutes, but I'm sure they're going to move it up a little bit as B.E.S.T lines up, places the ball on the inside hash mark on the 40-yard line. And the officials are coming in kind of having a little chat amongst themselves, and they're asking to change the clock. The clock right now is showing 10 minutes, and it looks like that's all we're going to get. Maybe, let's see. The officials are waiting, and waiting. And the band is this really loud for the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. Callaway will be in all white with their black helmets. They'll have black numbers with red outlines. B.E.S.T Academy is in all navy with old gold helmets and old gold numbers. Kind of looks like Georgia Tech out there.
There you go. There you go.
And now we've got the clock set at 12 minutes and the kickoff. Kick is deep. Cavaliers take it. Wilson Lindsay picks it up at about the 18-yard line. He's up the middle. He moves up to about the 34-yard line. Brandon, nice run by Wilson Lindsay, as that's where the Cavaliers will take 1st and 10.
Good job by Wilson Lindsay finding the seam there, getting upfield, and you always want a good positive run after the kick. So here comes Tez Parks and the offensive line, hopefully to get something going in those pink socks of theirs.
So, again, the Cavaliers in all white here, starting 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Ball's right in the center of the field, right between the hash marks. And they'll start out in the I backfield, split in either side, as Tez Parks is under center. Man in motion. Tez will take the snap. He'll toss sweep. Head out to Eddie Culpepper. Eddie's a nice little run. Cuts back inside. Eddie is gone. He is at the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Cavaliers on the first play from scrimmage.
Eddie Culpepper going off tackle straight down the field. Couple of great blocks. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Callaway.
Wow, what a great surge by that offensive line, too, Brandon, is that he opened up, kind of walled off outside, and when Eddie took it outside, he got about 5 yards down the field and saw that he had to cut it back out inside the corner, and there was really slow pursuit from the linebackers, and he just took it right down the hash marks, and once he got outside, you could forget it. He was not going to be caught.
Not a better way to start this game than first play from scrimmage.
So the PAT for the Cavaliers is up, and it is good. So at the start of the ball game, just a few seconds left off the clock, really. Your Callaway Cavaliers 7, B.E.S.T Academy Eagles nothing. We'll be right back.
You need the right help to find a job that's right for you. You need Malone Staffing. Yes, they are the professionals that will listen to you and then find the job that is just right. So start the process today so tomorrow you're enjoying what you're doing in your new career. Malone Staffing specializes in production, warehouse, clerical, assembly, call center, management, and professional staffing. Apply online at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Well, Brandon, what a way to start it out. As, from the first play of scrimmage, we had a man in motion, a little toss sweep to Eddie Culpepper coming on the short side of the field. He turns it up on the hash marks, and 66 yards later and about 15 seconds later, he is gone for a quick 6. And now the Cavaliers start off the game really 7-0 over B.E.S.T Academy Eagles.
Well, I can tell you one thing. They are definitely going to have to keep their eye on Eddie Culpepper because if they allow him to get out in the open field like that, it's going to be a long day for B.E.S.T Academy.
That's right. Chase Freeman approaches the ball, the kickoff, and the kick is up. And it looks like it's going to go down to about the 11-yard line where B.E.S.T will take it from there. Nice coverage by Callaway, the best Eagle receiver. And if we're going to look at their roster real quick, gets back up to about the 29-yard line. Let's see if they're going to spot him across the 30 to the 32, and that's where Best Eagles will take over, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was number 25, Quantavious Simpson. He's a junior. You know, Greg, I was looking at this roster, and there's not one single senior on this squad. So they've got a lot of young players, and hopefully we can take advantage of that youth here throughout the afternoon.
As they line up, slot to the right, a little toss sweep going to the Callaway side of the field. Callaway pursues. There's a flag on the play. It looks like they may give them back to the line of scrimmage as a host of Cavaliers just in on that tackle. Let's wait and see. It'll be holding Best, so that'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Sure will. Number 1, Wasuna Allen. He's a freshman. He's only 5'6", 150 pounds, but I would imagine that young man can do some damage going off the right tackle position. And
well, the first offensive play for Callaway results in a 66-yard touchdown run by number 6. The first play from scrimmage from Best results in a holding penalty. It'll back them up. That'll take the ball all the way back to the 21-yard line, as it'll be 1st down and about 20 for Best Academy Eagles. He comes in from a shotgun position. He rolls out to his weak side, if you will. He is caught in the backfield and tackled for about a 6-yard loss inside the 15. And, Brandon, I didn't catch that. I don't know if
that's number 15, Keyshawn Freeman, and you're going to hear a lot of him
Good.
Called out today because he is a pretty incredible athlete, especially when it comes to defense. He's got that eye. He finds the hole and gets in the backfield. So great job by Keyshawn Freeman.
Well, I tell you, the first 2 plays from the line of scrimmage, one results in a 10-yard penalty, and the next one results in about a 6-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd down and forever, it seems like. They're showing 2nd down and 19, but I tell you, I believe we're looking at about 2nd down and 25, if you will, Brandon. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a long way to go.
That's a long way, yes, sir.
So Best comes up to the line. Shotgun position, single backfield. One man split out to the right. Takes a snap. He backs up about 2 steps. Little flare pattern, complete across the middle as he is tackled by the linebacker, number 20, I believe, for the Callaway Cavaliers. Michael Williams will take care of that after about an 8-yard gain. It'll bring it up. It'll be 3rd down and about 15 as the ball is spotted on the 26-yard line. Just a little stab pass in, just a little hitch.
Yeah, little stab pass, junior. Ventravius Rashada, number 5. He's a junior, which will put him as a leader quarterback on this Best squad, and he goes out in the seam to Christopher Seaborn, and really just a quick out and good pass right in between the coverage there.
Trips to the right, single eye in the backfield. You quarterback in a shotgun. He takes a snap. He rolls out. He pitches. Tries to get to the corner, breaks a tackle or 2, but really gets back to the line of scrimmage. The ball was pitched about 4 yards deep in the backfield. Excellent pursuit by the Cavaliers. That'll bring up 4th down and about 15, a punting situation for Best Academy.
Yeah, great pursuit by the Cavaliers. When number 27, LeBron Zalay. You had 15, of course, Keyshawn Freeman. They list Keyshawn as a linebacker, but most of the time he's a defensive end because he has such great ability and closing speed in the backfield, and that was a perfect example of Keyshawn's closing speed. So here they go punting on 4th down.
If there was a position called freelancer, I think that's what we would call Keyshawn.
Yes.
The punt is away. Terry Godwin is back deep. They're going to let the ball hit at the 48, and it takes a Cavalier bounce back to about the 46-yard line, maybe the 47 of Best Academy. So with that, we'll be right back. Let's take a 30-second station break. You listen to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
Max Result Agents. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
As we come back live, Callaway Cavaliers under center. Tez Parks handed off to Culpepper. Culpepper up the middle. He'll pick up about a yard as Best Academy defenders just simply surround him.
Yeah, they had everybody inside the box and closed up Culpepper pretty quick, but looks like they're going to try to spread it out here.
receiver each side, I backfield. Counter option for Tez Parks. He takes the ball off tackle all by himself. He picks up about 10, 12, 14 yards before he's brought down at just short of the 30-yard line. Call it the 31. A lot of holes open by that offensive line that time, Brandon.
Great first down run by Tez Parks. Tez doing what he does best. He gets, when that pocket starts closing up, you can pretty much count on Tez to tuck and go, and he does just that. First down, Callaway inside the B.E.S.T Academy 31-yard line.
Early in the first quarter, it is now 7-0 Callaway as we opened up first play from scrimmage, a 66-yard touchdown run by Culpepper. 7-0 is your score. Wide out to either side as Callaway approaches the line of scrimmage. Parks under center, I backfield, takes a handoff. A little reverse. Terry Godwin takes the inside pitch. He'll take it down inside the 10, 5. He's going to score. Callaway, touchdown, Godwin.
Terry Godwin on the reverse comes from the short side of the field to the wide side. He gets the pitch, and I tell you what, once you get that young man out in the open, he will not be denied, I promise you. And shook a few wannabe tacklers and into the end zone, and then comes out Chase Freeman for the extra point.
A nice little inside reverse, just a little toss, a little counter option, if you will. But here comes Godwin, and he just kind of flips it to him, and the rest is there. Freeman up with the ball, and it looks like it'll be a good. So point after touchdown makes it Callaway Cavaliers 14, B.E.S.T Academy Eagles nothing. We'll be right back. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Car won't start? Or does your problem sound a little more like that? Come to Stanford Automotive to get your car in tip-top shape quick with a reliable team of automotive specialists. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186. 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
And we appreciate the Eagle, the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles band playing. They are raising the roof on their 4-tuba band, if you will. And we appreciate that because right now, guys, if you just tuned in, 2 quick plays, really a first play score drive for Callaway on the opening kickoff of the game, if you will, opening possession. Second possession, 2 plays, 3 plays later, score again. It's 14-0 Callaway, and so far so good, Brandon.
Absolutely. We've seen our key guys, or some of our key guys, and Keyshawn Freeman on the defensive side of the ball, and Terry Godwin on the offensive, along with Tez Parks with a great run to give us a first down, and you just can't ask for anything better than that. And again, we have to emphasize special teams. With Chase Freeman making those point afters and those deep kicks right now.
Well, the ball marked, he set it between the cross and the hash marks. As Freeman kicks off, the ball goes deep inside the 10, down to about the 4 as the players try to battle for the ball, almost trip up. Good pursuit, good coverage by Callaway. Do not get back to the 20-yard line. They're going to spot that ball at about the 17, so excellent coverage, Brandon.
Yeah, great job by Cortez Leonard coming in on the tackle number 10, and of course yet again number 15 Keyshawn Freeman on the tackle.
You know, we talked about during pregame comments about the sync, if you will, of the game, and maybe not overlooking B.E.S.T, but so far our worries were for naught, it seems like. So
right. Well, hopefully it'll stay that way.
Yep.
But you know as well as I do, anything can happen in high school sports.
That's
and,
right.
Again, fundamentals of football and executing those fundamentals, Callaway has to stay on task.
All right. Speaking of task, B.E.S.T Academy Eagles comes up to the line of scrimmage. I backfield, wide man split far out on the left sideline. Hands it off to the fullback, and he met immediately by, I believe, every Cavalier except 2, Brandon.
I love to see all those white jerseys when we're away, when the whistle blows. You got guys like Cortez Leonard just hitting the hole. Again, Keyshawn Freeman. But those linemen, number 20, Michael Williams. Michael Williams in the last few games has really done a phenomenal job for our defense and finding those holes and making plays in the backfield.
But, you know, one of the first things, and that's the thing about being a defensive lineman, you know, your heads are down. You can't really see the ball, and you have got to play technique. And a lot of times the play puts you right at where the ball is.
Right.
And if you'll just do your technique, a lot of times you'll create havoc. As B.E.S.T Academy comes up to the line of scrimmage from a shotgun position, have a wide man split out to the left, single back in the backfield. He takes the snap. He'll roll out. He's got a man open in the flats, but short throws him. Would have been a completion if he'd have put it on the money, Brandon, on about the 20-yard line. Would have only been a couple of yards gains, but that was also a lot of pursuit by the Cavaliers in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Williams, again, number 20 in the backfield, pursuing the football and in the face of the quarterback. He gets rid of it probably a little sooner than he wanted to, and incomplete pass. It brings up a 3rd down and 9 for B.E.S.T Academy.
We were talking about that defensive line, but, the linebacking core, Zalea was just, he had blitzed the hole and was really in a hot pursuit. And a lot of times, that hurry counts for that incomplete pass as well. All right, split man out to the left. Single man in the backfield. Callaway Cavaliers jumps across the line. That'll be, I believe, Michael Williams kind of getting a little aggressive there, wanting to get his name in the record book, but that's not the way he wants it for sure. That'll give him an easy 5 as it'll be spotted at the 22 to come up to about the 27. Still be 3rd down and call it 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for the Callaway Cavaliers. And, again, those are the kind of penalties that drive a defensive coordinator crazy. But, again, these are just young men. Like you said, helmets are down, faces are down. You're depending on a lot of technique. And just to be honest, a lot of guys, that is learned and developed when some of the guys are just born with it. But nonetheless, Michael offsides there and brings up a 3rd down and about 4 or 5 for B.E.S.T Academy.
Wide out either side, shotgun backfield. He'll take the snap under a tremendous amount of pressure as Keyshawn Freeman bursts through the defensive line on a stunt and drops him at about a 12-yard loss, Brandon.
Keyshawn Freeman,
wow.
untouched into the backfield, getting a sack. And you always got to love when those guys get a sack, especially single. Just fantastic. So here we go, B.E.S.T Academy 4th and punting. And we got our man deep in the backfield, Boom Lindsay.
We appreciate Britt Thompson back in the studio, and our on-site technical advisor, Coleman Weiss, he's got the static out of our ear so far. B.E.S.T Academy punter will be standing on the goal line, only about an 11-yard drop, as it looks like Godwin is sitting back. Actually, Wilson Lindsay, as you said, he'll pick the ball. Actually, he started to pick that ball up. He said, I think Coach Wiggins is standing right there at him, said, you better let that ball go.
Yeah, he was screaming at him. He was screaming.
So the ball bounces. It'll be inside Callaway territory at the 48-yard line. So excellent field position once again. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
On their 3rd series from the line of scrimmage, Culpepper will take a handoff up the middle, just off left tackle, and he'll pick up about 3 yards as the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles corral him all. But, we'll take 3-4 yards in a pop. Of course, we'll take those 66 yards too.
Absolutely. Great block by LeBron Zalea on that incoming linebacker. But let's see what they can do on 2nd down.
Twins left. Tez under center. He'll back up. He's under some pressure, but he is certainly scrambling, looking deep. He's going to go ahead and take it across the line of scrimmage. Almost stepped out of bounds, but play is still alive. He'll step out at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. And so that's a nice 14-yard scramble and pickup by Tez Parks.
Great job by Tez Parks. He had a man downfield and was trying to wave him back. And it was great because even though he was covered, it pulled that safety off and allowed him a little running room. And Tez Parks, again, doing a fantastic job, just having to shuffle in the pocket. In all honesty, you got to give B.E.S.T Academy, a couple of thumbs up because they are getting penetration.
That's right, and that was a good point you made about waving him downfield to give him a little bit of extra running room. It takes that corner back deep. We got a wide out either side, I backfield. He'll hand off to Devon Rosser, and really the first time Devon's touched the ball in a few quarters, and all of a sudden he gets popped right at the line of scrimmage. That'll go as no gain, but you got to give Coach, he was thinking, let's get a quick hitter, because all of a sudden B.E.S.T is under a tremendous pursuit, as you had just alluded to.
That's right. The defensive line's definitely getting some penetration, and Devon Rosser, he's an amazing athlete, and we'll call his name out several times, I'm sure, today, but hopefully he can make up for that lost yard there.
Eddie Daniels out split left to the right. We've got Godwin in motion. Cavaliers jump off sides, just trying to get a quick hit, and he he knew what the snap count was. He just got a little eager, so that's going to back up the Cavaliers 5 yards. And
Brandon Sutton, number 55, just got a quick jump, and it looks like he was trying to close off that end, and just trying to do his job, Coach.
Brandon, one of the bigger kids on the field right now. He stands at about 6'2", looks like about 280, and he's just ready to hit somebody. So the Cavaliers, 2nd down and 15, come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll have wide out either side, I backfield, Parks under center. He'll take about a 5-step drop, a slant pattern with P.D. Leverett coming across about a 6-yard and a slant pattern, and overthrew him, really was wide open.
Yeah, Tez Parks' ball just floated on him a little bit. P.D. Leverett out right over the middle, coming in front of that safety, and it just floated on him, and hopefully he can calm down a little bit and get that pass down.
Well, really, that was not his first attempt for sure, because he was trying to do that earlier, but that was his first pass attempt, if you will, and it goes incompleted, but he was wide open. I think he spotted something. Coach Wiggins and the coaches in the booth have spotted a little a spot there in the secondary. Callaway up the line of scrimmage from a shotgun position. Parks takes the snap. He's got a man in the flats out here at Culpepper, but Culpepper steps out of bounds, and actually that was P.D. Leverett. He had come back for the ball, and his feet slipped out from under him at the 39-yard line, and really the first 3 possessions, that'll be the only time that the Callaway Cavaliers has to punt the ball today, Brandon.
Yep, bringing up 4th down, and Chase Freeman will punt for us, and hopefully we got some learning here. We got looks to be number 25 back deep for B.E.S.T Academy, and that's going to be the junior Quantavious Simpson.
Freeman takes a snap. Nice high punt, wobbly. Going to be tough to field. He'll take the ball inside the 8-yard line. Excellent coverage by Wilson Lindsey. Was blocked and held onto with one hand on a jersey. Takes the guy down. If you guys aren't seeing this on the web, you need to take a look at this.
Absolutely nice open field tackle while he was being blocked by Boom Lindsey. And no flags on the play.
Well, I see the officials meeting in center field. There is actually a flag on the Callaway sideline at about the 44-yard line. Sideline warning on the offense. It'll be so. Really, that was just a warning. A little confusing there. Kind of broke the excitement, if you will. Kind of like, what's the flag? I didn't see anything. So, kind of threw us off. Now we're going to go to commercial, but with that, we're going to keep it right here. If you're just tuning in, Callaway up 14-0, 3:57 remaining in this first quarter of play. B.E.S.T Academy Eagles homestanding against Callaway Cavaliers. You're listening here on Eagle Sports. We're here Lakewood Stadium in South Atlanta. B.E.S.T up to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback was under center. He'll back up in the shotgun, split backfield. Wide out to the left. He'll take the snap. Fumbles the snap. Went right into his tailback hand, and a broken play sometimes, Brandon, results into a positive play, and that's exactly what happened here. Is they'll pick up about 3 yards. Almost was a safety there.
I mean, really nice job of the running back having the awareness of what was going on, and I'm sure that he was just going to get the ball on a quick round out play, but anyway, he took it for a few yards and just made lemonade out of those lemons that he was just given.
That's a good one. I told Jack last night that I think we ought to purposely design a broken play. They seem to always get positive yards. B.E.S.T up to the line of scrimmage. They'll have trips to the right. Single back in the backfield. He's in the shotgun position. He'll take the snap. A little quick stab pass out. Almost intercepted, and he's still trying to grab it away. And I'll help me out with the number there, but that will result in about a 3 or 4 yard loss. That would have been a walk to the end zone.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. Number 18, Deion Bray, read the quarterback's eyes and saw it from the very beginning. but couldn't close the gap. He got one hand on it, but couldn't close the gap on that, and they are back deep, third down. Ball looks like it's spotted about the 4-yard line, and B.E.S.T Academy is going to have to pull one out of the hat right here.
Well, deep in their own territory. You know, just Callaway's had a lot of pressure on the first 2 plays, and, you know, they're thinking safety. They're thinking pick 6, defensive turnover, as B.E.S.T quarterback is in the shotgun position, and he's going to be a yard deep in the end zone to receive this snap, as he's got trips out to the left, single back in the backfield. He's also in the end zone. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back in the end zone. Pressure. That will be, should be a safety there as he fumbles the ball out into the field of play. And let's see who recovers it.
Looks
in
like
any case,
looks like they're calling it a fumble.
What are they going to say? They're concurring with the head official. But Brandon, from my eyesight, I thought it was he was in the grasp and he just stretched it out across the field of play. And it turned out to be a fumble. But let's see if it's going to cause the ground causes a fumble. Okay. Well, there you go. So Callaway Cavaliers takes over, 1st and goal inside B.E.S.T Academy's 5-yard line at the 3-yard line. What excellent field position, Brandon.
I tell you what, you got guys like Eddie Culpepper and Terry Godwin walking out on the field with the ball spotted at the 3-yard line, licking their chops, friend. The offensive line is going to fire off, and again, let's execute. Let's get it in the end zone. One play ought to take care of business, and let's see who gets it for this afternoon.
All right, it's Callaway already up 14-0 as Parks under center, I backfield, slot man to the right, wide out to the right. He'll hand off to Rosser. Rosser will lean and drive and walk his way, actually just carry people into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
When he got to the 1-yard line, my friend, those legs kept moving, and he would not be stopped. Touchdown, Callaway.
Wow. You're right, Brandon. One play took care of it. So 1:57 remaining in the first quarter. Callaway up 3 touchdowns. And I believe they're having some fun today, this afternoon. And they said if we got to play football on a Saturday afternoon, we might as well have fun doing it.
That's right. That's right. Chase Freeman up for the point after attempt.
Snap, hold, up, and good. So 1:57 to go in first quarter play. Callaway 21, B.E.S.T Academy Eagles 0. Callaway football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Yeah, we appreciate Josh Parsons and Britt Thompson back at the studio. I know it's a lot to ask Coleman. I can't believe Coleman would ask you guys to come in on a Saturday afternoon
just
like
wrong.
that.
Just wrong.
It's just dead wrong. And I just want you to know if there's any justification, I have actually watched Coleman run up and down these steps so you can grin in satisfaction that he is working hard. So Chase Freeman has the ball set between the cross and the hash marks. He'll approach it. He kicks off. It'll be high but short, taking it about the 10-yard line as B.E.S.T Academy is up. Nice little run back, 25-30. He's met hard by Chase Freeman himself and Cortez Leonard at the 31-yard line. He'll be taken out of bounds. So Chase wanting in some of that action there.
Oh, you got to love special teams coach Callaway's going to love that one when they look at that review play either this afternoon or tomorrow when they start looking at film and see Chase going head up on a running back.
They may not like it that much, knowing that he had a lot of help. But
yeah, absolutely.
He says, "Coach, man, every once in a while I got to get in it now."
I hear you.
So as you can tell by our attitude on the radio, the Callaway Cavaliers in the first quarter up 21-0. As B.E.S.T Academy comes up to the line of scrimmage on about their 4th possession of this first quarter. He'll have double tailbacks in the backfield. He's in a shotgun position Wide out to the right. He'll take the snap. Misdirection in the backfield.
Yeah,
And
busted play.
in the grasp by Cortez Leonard, but all the Callaway Cavaliers come in and help out. So many, it's kind of hard to catch. Brandon, you take it, but we're about a 4-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 14.
A lot of white jerseys, but initial contact made by Cortez Leonard in the backfield. Busted play from the beginning, and Cortez just getting in the backfield, making things happen, and that's what that young man has done all year long for the Cavaliers.
As B.E.S.T Academy gets a play from their coaching sidelines, a little confused. He's got to pick up the towel from the field of play. Callaway, I want to say in their red and white, but today it looks like pink and white with some black helmets.
Yeah.
A lot of pink out there as in honor of breast cancer awareness. Twin backfield, shotgun position. B.E.S.T Academy quarterback takes the snap. He will fake the handoff, take it on an option. Nice little athletic ability by the B.E.S.T quarterback as he'll be able to pick up about 7 or 8 yards as he faked the pitch, Brandon, tucked it up inside, and nice pursuit by Callaway, but really one of the better plays that B.E.S.T has had all day.
Yeah, great job by number 9, junior kid, 6'1", 190 pounds, Christopher Seaborn, number 9 for B.E.S.T Academy, and pretty big kid playing quarterback, and looked to be an option, and he held on to it and turned up and found a seam there and gained a few yards, so it's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 for him.
Well, barring any penalties or timeouts, this should be the last play of the first quarter. Split back, shotgun backfield, got a wide out to the left, slot man to the left. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back. He's actually rolling out to his left. He tosses it. Man, wide open and flat. Nice catch. Nice recovery by Cortez Leonard. Now, by the time he catches it, he almost knocks his hat off. And that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. Your Cavalier 21, B.E.S.T Academy Eagles nothing. We'll be right back on Eagles Sports.
Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
Kia. Jesse Lichter here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Start of the second quarter here, Callaway up 21-0, Brandon, and so far all the first quarter has been all Callaway. A 66-yard run by Eddie Culpepper, a 30-yard run by Terry Godwin on the inside reverse, and then a 3-yard run by Devon Rosser, and that's your scoring recap by the Callaway Cavaliers.
Terry Godwin back. Looks like on this 3rd down, Terry Godwin's playing safety. But I think there's some confusion.
It looks like Callaway called a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout too. Try to get the second quarter started. You listen to Callaway Cavaliers football on Eagle Sports. We'll be back shortly.
If you had the right employees at your business, could you make more money? Yes, you could, because without the right employees, you spend too much time trying to fix problems than making productivity go up. So what should a business do to get the right people to make your bottom line improve? Call the professionals that will listen to you and then bring you the workforce you've been waiting for. Malone Staffing Solutions can find the right people for you. So call or go online for a better workforce today at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Nothing like Saturday afternoon football. You get it so much, and we're having so much fun. This is ridiculous, as Coleman would say. It'll be 4th down and 4 for the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles as they'll line up to punt, and Terry Godwin's will be back on the 30-yard line waiting to receive this punt. Short, low punt. Godwin will take it on the fly. He'll pick it up on the 34-yard line. He reverses his field of motion. He turns, he spins. He's got about 8 guys. He carries them for about 3 or 4 yards, Brandon, outside the 45 to the 46-yard line, where Callaway will have it 1st and 10.
Good job by Terry Godwin. About a 14, 15-yard run from the spot there, and just did a great job getting it upfield. And Terry Godwin, there is no telling what's going to happen when that young man gets his hands on the football. But always does a great job on those punts, and especially when he is deep on the kickoff. So here we go. New series for Callaway as they come 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line.
Well, it's just so nice to see great athletes on the field, and we've got to put Terry right in there with them. Parks under center, I backfield. He'll turn, hand off deep in the backfield to Wilson Lindsay. Good pursuit, penetration by the Eagles as they are able to get through the line of scrimmage and tackle Wilson for about a 2-yard loss, Brandon.
A lot of defensive men on the other side of the line of scrimmage there. Boom Lindsay, great handoff, but again, the B.E.S.T Academy defense is just getting penetration and not allowing us to pop to the outside or go between the tackles. I mean, between the tackles right now is just really tough for us, and I'm sure the coaches will have what I call a come to Jesus meeting at halftime.
Well, one of the things you don't want to do is let your guard down for even one single play. I backfield, twins to the right, to the left, hand off to Devon Rosser up the middle, and Mike DeLoach just pushing and pushing and pushing, opening up a hole for Rosser as he pushes forward for about a 7 or 8 yard gain, and that'll bring the ball inside Eagle territory to the 48. Should bring up 3rd down and a 4 yard, maybe 5 to go.
Right. 3rd and 4. Josh Emery in on the play. Devon Rosser's continually moving those legs, keeping the ball moving downfield. He's a north-south runner if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
And you got guys that are just working hard with him, and it's good to see. And let's see what we do on 3rd down here.
3rd and 4. Parks under center, man in motion. I backfield. He'll take it and toss it over to Lindsay. Lindsay will reverse his field, trying to make some room out of it. A lot of pursuit by the Eagles and just can't make anything about it. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, Brandon.
Yeah, got a big man down on the field for B.E.S.T Academy, but the penetration that B.E.S.T is getting on our offensive line is just unbelievable. So we just continue to do what we do.
As a man's down for B.E.S.T Academy, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Your Callaway Cavaliers up 21-0. We'll be back shortly.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's featured listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
That's big number 71 for B.E.S.T Academy Eagles is, I would say, helped off the field, but he's almost too big to be helped off. He had to get off on his own power. So it'll bring out 4th down and 4 for Callaway. Their first 4th down and their first punting opportunity. Chase Freeman sets back on the 38-yard line. He'll be punting into the wind, and we talked about that earlier, Brandon. So let's see what kind of effect that might have. Low snap. He gets the ball off, keeps it low and wobbly. Not a bad idea because he'll take it on the 15-yard line. Like Mike DeLoach and Terry Godwin in on the tackle, he'll get back up to about the 24-yard line is where the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job on special teams there. You got guys like Terry Godwin and number 14 came in on the tackle, Deion Smith, Mike DeLoach. Again, it's good to see those guys swarming around the football. I hope that they will be doing that in the 4th quarter as well.
Well, you know, I'm hoping that some new faces will be doing that in the 4th quarter. And I like the way Coach Wiggins substitutes it. He doesn't do it wholesale. He'll do it 1 or 2 players at a time. Let those number 2s get some number 1 experience with the number 1 guys, and it's kind of nice. Kind of builds your confidence up rather than doing a wholesale team change. You just insert them in 1 or 2 at a time.
Absolutely.
And I like to see that. B.E.S.T Academy up to the line of scrimmage. Ball placed on the 25-yard line. from the shotgun position. Wide out to the left. He'll take a snap. He'll try the option to the left, and everybody on Callaway Cavaliers was not fooled. They were all in on that tackle, Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely nothing doing by number 20. We've called his name out already today. Michael Williams in the backfield doing what he does best, getting his hands on the quarterback, staying locked up and just waiting for help. And that's exactly what he did and put him for about a 4-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 14.
9:23 left in the second quarter of play. Callaway 21, B.E.S.T Academy 0. As B.E.S.T Academy's quarterback comes in with the play from the sidelines. Callaway in white uniforms, all white, black helmets, tons of pink socks. B.E.S.T Academy in all navy and old gold helmets. Kind of looks like Georgia Tech in a way. They'll come to the line of scrimmage, single backfield. 2 slot men, little wing men, if you will. Fumble on the play, bad exchange. Let's see, I believe the quarterback got on it, but in this case, you never notice so many people down there. It'll be 3rd down, so they did come up with the ball. They'll lose probably about a half a yard on that bad exchange, Brandon. Just short of the 20-yard line of the 19-yard line.
Yeah, had number 5, Ventravius Rashada, as the quarterback there, and just, again, bad snap, or either he didn't get his hands on the football, and, again, they're still looking at 2nd or 3rd and 15.
Trips to the left. Slot back, 2 in the slot. He'll have a tight end on the right side, single backfield from the shotgun. Looks like he's changing the play up a little bit. He takes a snap, little high snap, little quick stab pass out to the right, out to the left, and he turns and has to run backwards. And as he turns upfield, it'll be another 4-yard loss as he slips down. But there's about 6 Cavaliers. He wouldn't have got anywhere anyway,
That's
Brandon.
right. It's going to be a 4th and 20 for him. Going to be a quick pass out to the left, out in the slot, and nothing doing. Everybody staying home, staying in their lanes, and just a great job of defense by the Cavaliers.
So you like to see this with 7:45 left and the clock ticking in the second quarter play. We've only seen about 2 positive plays so far from B.E.S.T in this entire first quarter and a half, if you will. Looks like we've got Terry Godwin and Wilson Lindsay on about the 44, 43-yard line as they'll punt it. Short punt. It's going to hit the ground, and it's going to get a roll. It hit the back of a player. It may have been hit the back of a Callaway player. As good heads-up play by Terry Godwin as he ran and dove on it on the 41-yard line. Didn't know who it hit. Hard to say, but he wasn't taking any chances.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like it hit the back foot of Cortez Leonard, and Terry Godwin just being heads-up, just playing heads-up football, gets on top of the ball, and they're going to spot it at looks like about the B.E.S.T Academy 41-yard line. So we should have great field position here, and hopefully we can do a little something with it.
Already up 21-0, 41-yard line as Callaway approaches the line of scrimmage. Parks under center, wide out to the right, slot man to the right, high backfield. Parks takes a snap, turns, hands off to Devon Ross. Actually fakes it. He goes on an option. He goes around the corner. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, down the sidelines. He leads into the end zone. He's out at the 1-yard line. I thought it was a touchdown. The 1-yard, excellent blocking by the offensive line. He fooled me on the handoff. He's all the way down from the 41 to the 1, a 40-yard run by Tez Parks.
Not being ugly, but when he got about the 15-yard line, he shook one of those B.E.S.T Academy defenders literally out of his shoes and left him laying there. And a couple of B.E.S.T Academy backs caught up with him and got him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So here we go, 1st and goal.
Parks under center. Ball. They're going to spot the ball at the 4-yard line. He turns and he hands off to Eddie Culpepper. Eddie darts out to the right. He's in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Callaway.
Eddie Culpepper going on the right side. There is absolutely nothing you can do as a defender, even when Eddie Culpepper goes on the short side. Cross the goal line, touchdown, Callaway.
Eddie's second touchdown, I believe. That's right, because Eddie started out the game, very first play from line of scrimmage with a 66-yard touchdown run. He caps that with a 4-yard run in the second quarter. 27-0, Callaway up. Freeman, he'll stand on about the 14-yard line as the snap is snapped, place, down, kick, up, and good. Your score now, 28-0, 6:53 left. Callaway football will be right back on Eagle Sports.
caffeination got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
2 touchdowns by number 6, Eddie Culpepper. 1 touchdown by Terry Godwin. 1 touchdown by Devon Rosser. And a whole lot of Callaway football today. 28-0, and we're only halfway through the second quarter of play. Been a lot of fun, Brandon, so far.
Absolutely. The Callaway Cavaliers have come out and done their job to a T. Execution has been great. Special teams have been great as Chase Freeman kicks off.
Kick is high and deep inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Great pursuit by the Callaway Cavaliers. Number 10, it looks like
Cortez Leonard.
That's right. Cortez Leonard picks him up. He's only able to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the return. Leonard just comes flying down the field untouched from really between the hash marks and the sideline, bends it in, and makes an excellent open field tackle. Shoestring tackle, actually.
Yeah, Cortez Leonard getting downfield, staying in his lane. And when it comes to open field tackles between Terry Godwin and Cortez Leonard, it's going to be they're going to make the tackle, and you just got to love that as a defensive coordinator, having those guys on your team and on your squad, making things happen just like Cortez did.
I know you guys can't see it, but we almost had a penalty, illegal procedure inside the booth here as Coleman almost drank out of my Coke.
Wow.
B.E.S.T Academy comes up to the line, I backfield. About 8 men on the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Callaway in a lot of pursuit. He hands off to the right, and Cortez and Keyshawn Freeman Keyshawn will get off the bottom of that pile. What a tremendous lick from his linebacking position.
I tell you what, unbelievable white shirts all over the place. Tried to kick it out to the far side, and absolutely nothing doing with guys like Cale Kyles out on the end and Cortez Leonard just doing a tremendous job.
I saw Deion Bray get off the bottom of that pile too, so give him credit. You know, he's been on a couple of hard licks today so far.
Yes, he has. Those guys are working hard on defense. It's great to see.
Clock continues to run. We're in the second quarter. We're about 6 minutes to go until halftime. Your Callaway Cavaliers up comfortably now, 4 touchdowns, 28-0 over the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. As B.E.S.T Academy approaches the line, and there's going to be a flag, it looks like. Let's see what we've got here.
Broke the huddle with 12, it looks like.
They may be, because I can't count them all. But I tell you what, flag down on the play. Before we snap, we're going to wave it off. Let's see what's happening here. They're going to be a timeout, B.E.S.T. We're going to take a timeout. Callaway up 28-0. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailment. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
You know, if you're sitting on the home side in the bleachers, as your wife is, Brandon, I look down and she's all covered up because it's a little nippy when you're in the shade. The visitor side, there's about 200 fans from Callaway made the trip. We appreciate all that. They're over there nice, enjoying the sun.
Yeah, everything's great over there, but when you get in the shade and the wind blowing as well,
that's
it's
right.
tough.
Second down and 10, B.E.S.T Academy at the line of scrimmage, I backfield. He'll hand off to the second man in the backfield. Nice pursuit by the Callaway. Overran a little bit by Cortez. One of the more positive plays by B.E.S.T as they take a tall sweep out to the right side toward the B.E.S.T sidelines. They'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards. Call it third down and 5, maybe 5.5.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen number 23, their running back, Deshante, freshman, 5'8", 150 pounds, but we got a man down.
And we've got a man down on the field. So I'll tell you what, while he's down on the field, we're going to take a break. And you're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
25. So number 25 for Best Academy is helped off the field, and he's being looked at on the bench. Hoping that young man will be okay. 3rd down and 4 for Best. There's a ball spotted on the 24-yard line. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage. I backfield. Wide out to the short side of the field. Under center. Quarterback will take the snap and be a quarterback sneak. Nice play by Best Academy. And the quarterback takes it on a very quick quarterback sneak, Brandon, right up the middle. He'll actually pick up about 12 yards to the 35-yard line.
Great observation by the offensive coordinator for Best, and just picking up on that fact that Cortez Leonard not staying where he's just not staying home. He's just that kind of athlete. He goes after the football, and but great gain for Best Academy. Picked up a 1st down, and they got a new set of downs at the 35-yard line.
That is the most positive play. The biggest gain of the game for Best Academy is he pick up about 12 yards. Ball will rest on the 35-yard line of Best. I backfield. Wide out to the short side of the field toward the Best Academy side. Under center. He'll take the snap. He turns. He hands it off. No! Tosses it into the chest of the tailback. Bounces off. Hit the ground. Fortunately for Best, he was able to fall on it. But, wow, I didn't know what that was. He just kind of threw it at him and hit him in the chest with that ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, talk about fundamentals of football. I mean, he wanted to run before he got that ball, and he was looking upfield at that hole, and unfortunately he didn't have the football. But anyway, brings up a 2nd and about 13 for Best Academy. So you'd like to see the Callaway defense, and unfortunately with this kind of setup, the defense has been on the ball a long time, and our offense is such a quick strike offense that it's kind of to our disadvantage if that's possible.
Well, that's just right, and that's where Coach Wiggins is going to get a lot of opportunity to play some number 2s in their defense as a Best Academy from shotgun. Takes a snap deep from a shotgun position, takes a 2-step drop, fires it over the middle, but it's batted down by one of the interior linemen of Callaway. That'll bring up 3rd down and long for Best Academy.
Big Justice Perkins, number 52, got an arm up, watching the quarterback, playing heads-up football, and got his hand on that ball. Incomplete pass for Best Academy, which brings up 3rd and a long 13.
It seems like we've been here before. Best Academy just every once in a while will strike a positive play, but for the most part, man, the Callaway defense has just been smothering the entire first half of this game.
Right.
Right now, Callaway up 28-0. If you've just tuned in, if you're watching college football, tune in on eagle1023.com. Check out the live stream as the Best Academy quarterback takes it from a shotgun. A lot of pursuit by the Callaway Cavaliers. Oh, nice pass, nice catch. It'll be about an 8-yard gain up to the 39-yard line, but immediately hit by number 4, Terry Godwin, along with number 10, Cortez Leonard. So tremendous pursuit, and I didn't catch who that was. Was that Keyshawn Freeman chasing him down?
Keyshawn Freeman in the backfield, yes, sir. And then Cortez and Terry Godwin just putting the hammer down on it. Still going to bring up 4th and long, about 4th and 6, and that's still a long 6 when you're dealing with the defense like Best Academy's been dealing with.
I'll tell you what, as the players take a knee, because we've got yet another injured player from Best Academy on the sideline. So everybody on a knee, we'll take a knee. We'll be right back. 28-0 is your score.
Kia.
Jesse Licht here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
Terry Godwin back on the 36-yard line, waiting to receive a punt by Best Academy as the punter will stand on the 27-yard line. Be 4th and 6 for B.E.S.T. as he'll take the snap. Nice snap. Gets the punt off. Kind of a wobbly low punt. It'll hit the ground. Terry will pick it up on the run. He'll pick it up on the 31-yard line. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45. He gets to the sideline. He steps out of bounds at about the 36. Let's see where they'll mark him. Excellent return. They're going to mark him out at about the 38, Brandon. Excellent return. Great hands by just a supreme athlete in Terry Godwin.
Good job by Terry Godwin. You'd think you'd be calling a fair catch there, but no, he waits to the last minute and sees an opportunity and takes full advantage of that opportunity. Terry Godwin, great run, and puts Callaway in a great field position, literally on the 38-yard line.
Well, we talk about playmakers, and there's been some times that Godwin has kind of taken a little chance, but, more often than not, when he takes that chance, he comes through. And
that's right.
And the coaches know what he's like and know his ability and know his skill set. And if they didn't want him doing that, they would have already put a halt to that. So, obviously, Coach Wiggins and the staff is comfortable with Godwin taking chances because, for the most part, it's going to result in some good plays.
Right.
Little kind of figuring out what's going on over here. They're all looking toward the Callaway sideline. Are they checking to see if the right ball's in? It's kind of hard to say. Saturday afternoon, they're telling the Callaway to go back to the huddle, trying to figure this out. I tell you what, while they're all trying to figure out what's going on, we're going to take a 30-second break. Callaway up 28-0. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a new job? Then you need the right help to find a job that's right for you. You need Malone Staffing. Yes, they are the professionals that will listen to you and then find the job that is just right. So start the process today, so tomorrow you're enjoying what you're doing in your new career. Malone Staffing specializes in production, warehouse, clerical, assembly, call center, management, and professional staffing. Apply online at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back to Cavalier football as Tez Parks hands off deep in the backfield to Eddie Culpepper. Eddie turns out to the right outside tackle, cuts it back in toward the linebacker, cuts it back outside. He's tackled after about a 7-yard gain. Nice run by Culpepper, Brandon.
Great vision by Eddie Culpepper getting to the outside. And, again, one man is not going to bring Eddie Culpepper down. So, yet again, they're having to tag team on him and get a couple of guys on him, but still by then he's gained 7 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and short for the Cavaliers.
If any of you guys over on the visitor side are listening to the Eagle Sports on the radio, you'll make your way down to the sidelines. We'd like to get an interview with Coach Wiggins as we go in. Callaway up to the line of scrimmage, high backfield. He'll hand it off deep in the backfield to, I want to say it's Culpepper. It could have been Wilson Lindsay. It's kind of hard to say as he gets up off the ground. If it is Wilson Lindsay, Wilson will actually get about a yard gain right behind that big left side of that offensive line as these guys continue to pound forward, bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I was trying to follow the lead block of Mike DeLoach and really just got some defensive penetration there to shut that down. So here we are, 3rd and 3, and let's see what the offensive staff has got dialed up for Callaway.
With almost a minute to go in the second period, we're probably in 4-down territory. Eye backfield. Tez Parks takes the handoff, hands it off to Rosser. He just continues to struggle, Brandon, and just pulls and carries people 7, 8, 9 yards up the field inside the 25 down to the 21-yard line. 1st down, Callaway.
Great job by Devon Rosser. Again, not one man is going to take that young man down, and it took a host, if you will, of B.E.S.T Academy defenders to bring him down because his legs, even though he's on the ground, you'll see his legs moving when he's almost horizontal. So that kid is just unbelievable, but great run by Devon Rosser to pick up the 1st down.
As a guy told me one year, what boogie shafts he's got on him. Eye backfield, slot to the left, wide out to the left. Tez Park drops back about 7 yards. He's going for the end zone. He's got Culpepper over the middle. Almost picked off at the 1-yard line, but a nice little post pattern down to about the 10. Culpepper breaks off to the inside. And actually, that looks like P.D. Leverett. He's so fast, my numbers got blurred. But incomplete pass, almost picked off on the 1-yard line. Really only the 2nd pass play by Callaway so far.
Yeah, P.D. Leverett was covered very well by the B.E.S.T Academy quarterback and number 9, Christopher Seaborn. And, again, that kid, he's definitely an athlete. But here we are, 2nd down and 10. And let's see if Tez is going to put it in the air again.
Slot man to the left, wide out to the left and right. He takes from shotgun position. He pumps. He's on a little hitch and go. He will go right up the middle. Parks keeps the ball. 10. He's down to the 5. He twists. He's up. He's keeping going. He's inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3. What great individual effort by Tez Parks. Tucks it and runs. Once he sees very quickly that his guys are covered, he decides to run it upfield for about a 22-yard gain. He's inside the 5, down to the 3. First and goal for the Callaway Cavaliers with 44 seconds left until halftime.
Great job by Tez Parks. He steps back in the pocket, pumps, and what that does is that draws that safety and draws that linebacker in. And this guy never did open up enough for him to make a safe pass. Took it downfield to the 3-yard line, and here we are, first and goal.
High backfield, Twins right. Tez Parks under center. He'll take the ball. He'll hand it off to Wilson Lindsey. Wilson just trips and wiggles really into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Boom, Lindsey given the ball, and he just winds like a snake through all of those B.E.S.T defenders and gives us a touchdown, and it's just good to see a lot of guys getting their hands on the ball today, and Chase Freeman coming in for the point after attempt.
I tell you what, that's 5 touchdowns so far in the first quarter, 34-0. Snap, hold, place, kick is up, and it is good. With 24 seconds left until halftime, 35-0, your Callaway Cavaliers in the lead. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
I tell you what, we're having a lot of fun up here on the booth. About as much fun as those Cavaliers are having on the field. They're up 5 touchdowns, 35-0, as it's 24 seconds until halftime. Chase Freeman sets the ball up between the cross and the hash marks as he approaches the kickoff. He's kicking into the wind. It'll be a short kick, about the 16-yard line. B.E.S.T Academy receiver will take it. He'll come to the middle of the field toward the hash marks, and Keyshawn Freeman says, "Oh, no, you won't." He ran into a brick wall. Call Freeman.
Keyshawn Freeman, first man down there, first man to contact, and gets the tackle. Amazing show of tackling and open field tackling by Keyshawn Freeman.
You know, it looks like the way the players are. We've got a player down on the field, and it kind of hard to say right now. I know they're getting up off the field, but looked like a referee was down on the field. Callaway Cavaliers football. So much going on down there. We were thinking a player was injured, but they were saying we got the football. Let's give Coleman Vice credit. Camera operator, head technician, and if it wasn't for his tutelage from Britt Thompson and Josh Parsons back in the studio, Coleman wouldn't be the man that he is today.
Well, I tell you what, great statistician as well as the point man. He is our eyes in the skies, and great job, great recovery by the Cavaliers.
So with 16 seconds left in this halftime, until halftime, trips to the left. Looks like the Callaway Cavaliers are going to go for another, going to kind of go for the throat, if you will. Parks takes a snap. He drops back by 2 steps drop. He'll take it to the end zone. He's got Culpepper deep. Almost off the hands of Culpepper. I don't know that it would have been a fair catch, if you will, because he was out of the back of the end zone when it touched his hands. But, wow, let's give Callaway credit for going to the end zone like that.
Man, going to Eddie Culpepper deep through the hands of the defender and then off of the hands of Eddie Culpepper. Wow, just great job. Great throw by Tez Parks. I mean, Eddie Culpepper was open. Maybe took a little too long to get that pass out of his hands, but still a pass that should have been caught. But we'll see what they've dialed up here on second down. Ball marked about the 27-yard line.
Slot man to the left, wide out to the left. Parks in the shotgun, wide out to the right, short side of the field. He'll take the snap. Whistle blows, so we'll call that play dead. Let's see what happens. We have got a timeout, B.E.S.T Academy, with 9 seconds left until halftime. They take a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be right back to Callaway Cavaliers football on Eagle Sports.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Many thanks to the administration here at Lakewood Stadium, the Atlanta Public Schools, administered by the Atlanta Public School staff. They brought us a Georgia Gridiron guide, each one of us. That's kind of nice. We got to call the game today, Brandon. I'm anxious to read this.
Absolutely. Find out the top 10.
Tez Parks takes a snap. He's scrambling around under a lot of pressure, trying to make things happen, but just not going to do it, as the clock's going to probably wind down, and that is it. He'll take a loss on the play, tackle down. That'll be the end of the first half of play, but we're happy about it. 35-0. Your Callaway Cavaliers are going to take that into halftime with them. So we're going to come right back, and if you haven't seen us, we're going to have you plenty of highlights and plenty of things to talk about as we'll come back shortly as you're listening to Callaway Cavaliers football on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
Kia.
Jesse Lichter here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime, just starting, 35-0. If you just tuned in, you've missed an exciting first half of play. As Brandon Brooks is alongside me, I'm Greg Hicks calling play-by-play. Brandon, it's been such a joy to work with you in this first half. I hope we have just as much fun in this second half. I'd like to see 70 on the board, I'll be honest with you.
Boy, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. It's been good to see the Callaway Cavaliers offensively and defensively handling business, taking care of what they needed to on the field. And as we listen to the Callaway Cavalier band, just what do you think Coach is asking or telling them at halftime? I mean, what could he possibly be saying?
I'll be honest with you. I know how Coach Pete Wiggins is so intense that it doesn't matter who you're playing, whether you're expected to win by 80 or whether it's a state championship game and you don't know who's going to win. He is intense as forever on that sidelines before the game. And I walked over there earlier going to test out the mic and I was going to say something to him, and I decided, no, he's in his zone. He always gets in his zone before game, and you just kind of leave him alone. And now I think he's going to kind of relax. He's going to go in. He's going to smile. He's going to tell everybody, hey, let's have a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun out here today. But let's make sure we don't lose focus. Let's continue to hit hard. Let's give these number 2s and 3s a chance to play. You guys have deserved it. So let's have a lot of fun this second half. There's no, he's an intense guy, but I believe he's in there saying, hey, guys, let's just don't lose focus. We're going to come back with our number 1s on the start of the second half. We're going to give them a rep or 2, and then we're going to start a lot of substitution, let you guys get a lot of playing time today.
Absolutely. Well, I think you're exactly right, and as well as Coach Wiggins, every one of our games that are remaining are region games, so you don't want to put any key guys in there to get hurt when you're up 35-0.
Excellent point. I tell you what, you guys listen in. We're going to listen to the Callaway Cavalier Band. Give us a minute. and then we'll take you out to break. But we're going to listen to the Callaway Cavalier Band for just a minute. You're listening to Callaway Band playing Queen. Excerpts from Queen. Just have a listen. We'll be right back. We're at halftime, 35-0. Your Cavaliers are leading. And that's your Callaway Cavalier Band is rocking out to Queen as we're rocking out to a 35-0 lead. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football. We're at halftime. We'll be right back and talk more football on Eagle Sports.
Or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Kia.
Jesse Licht here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Tez will take the snap. He'll toss sweep. Head out to Eddie Culpepper. Eddie's a nice little run. Cuts back inside. Eddie is gone. He is at the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Cavaliers on the first play from scrimmage.
Eddie Culpepper going off tackle straight down the field. A couple of great blocks. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Callaway.
What a way to open up the the opening series as the Callaway Cavaliers win the toss and elect to receive. And from the first play of scrimmage, 66-yard touchdown run by Culpepper. And you can't ask for a better opening act than that.
I mean, man, you want to talk about coming out and making a statement. They made a statement first play from scrimmage. And, let's just give a quick shout out. I've been around the Callaway organization, Callaway Athletics, for several years. And I just want to give a quick shout out to the band director at Callaway, doing a phenomenal job. Again, he doesn't have the quantity that a lot of our schools have, but you can definitely tell he's been working hard with these guys, and it clearly shows during the halftime show.
We've had an opportunity to call, Eagle Sports for several years now, all the troop games, and we picked up Callaway last year and all of the Callaway games this year. So we've just had a phenomenal year so far, and look forward to not only calling the next 3 weeks games or next 2 weeks games, but even hopefully another 5 ball games for Callaway, because this year these guys are looking really, really good, and even though Coleman and I were talking as we were coming up today, things like Thompson, Washington County, St. Pius, Woodward Academy, Buford, they're still out there, and what great company when you say Callaway Cavaliers alongside those names. But we're excited about that. How often said if you could just take all 3 high schools and combine their bands, you'd have a jam-up band now, because each one of them got have certain talents and certain things that they do well, and it just seemed like if you meshed them all together, man, what a great thing you'd have there. But, yeah, I think with what he's got, he's done a wonderful job out here at Callaway.
Yeah, just scrolling through, and, news travels fast, but those of you Georgia fans, your Georgia Bulldogs are up on the number 2 Florida Gators 7-6, and that's in the second quarter. And South Carolina came back. South Carolina, number 13 in the nation, came back to beat Tennessee 38-35. And South Carolina's running back,
Marcus Lattimore.
Marcus Lattimore apparently has suffered a season-ending injury.
Oh, my word.
During that game, was carried off of the field on a stretcher. And so we definitely want to remember those guys and that family, because I know that's a tough hit to that South Carolina team.
Yes, it is. I was telling Coleman coming up, I sure wished Auburn had a chance to would have gotten Lattimore. I would have loved that. Hey, talking about some scores, let's go over some scores from last night while we're here. If you guys didn't have an opportunity to join us this morning at the Saturday morning quarterback, I was there with Coach Pete Wiggins, as Tony Walls normally hosts that, and we sure do miss Tony today. He's out enjoying the the Carolina leaves, if you will, in the mountains with his mother, and up there visiting kinfolk, as we say. So we appreciate it. Hope he's having a good time, and we'll catch him up next week. But Thompson last night over Washington County, 28-14, and Coach Wiggins and I were talking. Thompson's had some tough competition.
Right.
They've gone on the road and played St. Pius. They've gone on the road and played LaGrange. They've gone on the road and played Great Atlanta Christian.
Mm-hmm.
These guys have had some competitions, and they're 8-0 undefeated. And it doesn't get any harder than Washington County is.
Right.
Anybody ever seen Washington County play? They know these guys mean football. Hey, Woodward Academy beat St. Pius last night, 20-14. Valdosta 38, Colquitt County 36. That was a tough game down
fight there.
Unfortunately for our neighbors over in Meriwether County, Greenville they came up short against Hawkinsville, 28-15. Griffin 24, Upson Leaf 14. Harris County, I tell you what, a lot of folks around here wouldn't give Harris County the time of day at the first of the year, first 3 or 4 ball games, even when Callaway played them.
Right.
We and Coleman and I said, Harris County did not play Callaway bad. They actually put on a good show, and they've turned that thing around. I think they're number 1 in their region now. They beat Lee County last night, 35-31. So, we can talk about you play outside the region, you lose them all. Well, that's one thing. But you get in your region, you win them all, that's what really counts.
Yes, sir.
And Harris County's got it going on now. Peach County 24, Pike County 14, Sandy Creek 47, LaGrange 13, and Hurd County all over Temple in their pink out game last night. Hurd County 62, Temple 27. And of course, we watched Hurd County and Callaway play it the first year. Callaway's only loss is to Hurd County. And so we know what kind of football team Callaway has. Well, we know what kind of football team Hurd has. So we're glad for Coach Tim Barron, and with all they're going to do the rest of this year, we wish them well in their playoffs.
Yeah, I had a great opportunity to go up to Hurd County last night, and got to hang out with the football team for a little while and eat dinner with them, and then was able to go to the game last night. And I tell you, Greg, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I've actually never seen anything like this take place. I don't know how they did it, but Heard County was up real quick. I mean, that they clearly were taking advantage of the game. And anyway, there was a young man on the Temple side. He's number 25. I don't know the full story, but the only thing, he's like a manager or something. But what they did is Temple got in just an eye set. They tossed it, toss sweep to this number 25, and he's like a manager kid, but he dresses out.
Right.
He ran all the way down the field. Heard County was just working with them.
Right.
Let me tell you something, man. It was when that kid went over the goal line, the whole place went bananas. I mean, this kid ran all the way down the field with a football and scored the touchdown. I mean, it was one of the coolest things I've seen in high school football.
Isn't that neat?
You know, Coach Barron, that just goes to show you what kind of guy Coach Barron is, of thinking of stuff like that when you're up and giving that young man an opportunity. And that school and Heard County, quite frankly, I mean, anybody that was there will never forget that moment. That kid was so proud. And Heard County stands as well as the Temple side. I mean, the whole place just went nuts. And it was just a great show of sportsmanship by Coach Tim Barron.
We'll have to see the story behind that story, but you're right. That was a class act, and I think anybody that knows Coach Barron, and I've had the opportunity to meet and speak with Coach Barron, do a little bit of business with him right now. Just a class act, and you know, we look around the area, just within a 50-mile radius, and we've got a ton of high school football coaches, head coaches, even coordinators that are just a good mentor, just a class act, godly men that lead our young men in the game of football. And I just think we're blessed in our region, in the greater Chattahoochee area, if you will, of just some fine football coaches. Hey, with that, we're going to take a break. We're talking Callaway football and a lot of other things right now. We've got about 6 minutes to go until the start of the second half. The clock will probably just continue to run as Callaway's up 5 touchdowns, 35-0 over Best Academy. Callaway football on Eagles Sports.
Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Wide out to either side as Callaway approaches the line of scrimmage, parks under center, eye backfield, takes the handoff. A little reverse. Terry Godwin takes the inside pitch. He'll take it down inside the 10, 5. He's going to score. Callaway, touchdown, Godwin.
Terry Godwin on the reverse comes from the short side of the field to the wide side, gets the pitch, And I tell you what, once you get that young man out in the open, he will not be denied. I promise you.
We're live back at Callaway. I mean, not back at Callaway Stadium. I wish Callaway Stadium. This thing is huge. Lakewood Stadium here in South Atlanta, between the airport and Turner Field, as your Callaway Cavaliers are up 35-0. That was the second touchdown of the ball game. Second 7:45 mark. Little inside reverse to Terry Godwin is actually a little counter, if you will, spin move by Tez Parks as he comes up under center. Terry from his slot back on the right side, slot position, just does a little inside reverse, pitches it. He takes it the rest of the way inside the house, and we were within about 4 minutes into the game. We're already up 14-0.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I tell you what, but all of you listening and those of you that are familiar with the Callaway program, Terry Godwin is a very, very gifted athlete. If he stays on track, I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't be a D1 kid, but he's young and got a lot of growing to do. And but good to see what Callaway is doing, what kind of numbers they're putting up on the board, and got little bit more than 2 minutes left till we get back in this ball game. But just eager to see what Coach Wiggins is going to draw up for him for the second half.
Well, as we sit here, you said 2 minutes to go until start of the second half, and it's kind of quiet. The Callaway band had played. B.E.S.T does not have a band. They're a single gender school, so that's a nice way of saying they're an all boys charter school here in South Atlanta. And they've got some cheerleaders, and the band is with us, but I don't know which band that is. But they didn't play. They came in, sounded good, Brandon, but they didn't get out on the field at halftime. Kind of wish they had, because they actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah, real
good. But kind of quiet here, halftime. We're about a minute 24 left to go into the start of the third quarter. Callaway looks like they've got a couple hundred fans that came up. Nice afternoon, a little overcast, but and a little cool as that storm heads up the East Coast. And we certainly hope we get a fair amount of rain here in this area, because we can sure enough raise those water tables a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, you take one look at West Point Lake and we need some rain. But it's good to see the Callaway Cavaliers coming back on the field to warm up and get ready for this second half.
Well, as they come back and get ready to warm up, we're going to take about a 30-second break. Britt and Josh and Callaway football, we'll be right back.
If you employees at your business, could you make more money? Yes, you could, because without the right employees, you spend too much time trying to fix problems than making productivity go up. So what should a business do to get the right people to make your bottom line improve? Call the professionals that will listen to you and then bring you the workforce you've been waiting for. Malone Staffing Solutions can find the right people for you. So call or go online for a better workforce today at malonesolutions.com, or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing, equal opportunity employer.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
As Coleman Bice makes his way down to the field, I know at this stadium, Brandon, you don't want to make too many treks down to the field, because it's like hiking Mount Rainier. Man, it is a long way up here.
Yeah.
They have an elevator, but as they say about some folks, that elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. Well, it should have.
Right.
It takes you about halfway, then you got to get out and walk the other half. And man, is it a long walk! But Coleman's going to make his way down, try to catch a word with Coach Wiggins, and kind of see his thoughts on the first half and kind of what we were, as you brought up, Brandon, what he said to the guys at halftime.
Well, it looks like Coach is talking to the referees, and probably what we're going to do is we're going to run straight through on the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's what he's saying now.
Yep.
On the fourth quarter, just going to run the clock straight through. And Coleman is making his way out to the 50-yard line to talk to Coach Wiggins. And I tell you what, you just got to love Coach Pete Wiggins. He's done a phenomenal job with this program. He's got a great coaching staff, and he'll tell you quick, it's this coaching staff that what makes Callaway who they are. But I'll tell you, Coach Pete Wiggins is a great man and a great leader for this organization.
Well, he certainly is, and he and his staff have done a tremendous job over the last 8 years with Callaway. And we've got Coleman going down now.
Yeah, sure enough, and I got Coach Wiggins here with me. And Coach, I tell you, what a great first half by your team, defensive, offensively. You got to be pretty happy.
Well, we executed well. We talked about earlier on the show this morning, Coleman. We had a good week of practice, and there's always things we can do better at. I mean, had a couple of penalties and some missed assignments, but anyway, I was real proud of our kids' execution, and we just got to finish the game, and it's been a great win for us if we can finish what we started.
Yeah, very much. Now, I know that the referees just came, and I think they're going to try to run the clock in the second half. And any other instructions?
No, just we got to continue to play hard and give everything we got.
There you go. Good luck, Coach. See you at the end of the game.
All right, there you go. That's Coleman Vice down on the field with head coach Pete Wiggins. We appreciate that. Coach was hoping to get a chance to ask him about some substitutions, but we know good and well as soon as he probably brings the number. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that was what the ref had asked him, caught him to do. I think when they were coming in there, is just trying to make sure that even the competition and have fun in the second half.
Well, good. I think the statement has been made at 35-0 right now. If you are just tuning in, we're about ready to start this second half. And before we do so, we're going to take a short 30-second break. Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports.
My car just broke down. I need to call a towing company.
Well, then you should probably call a towing company.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need to call a towing company.
Right, a towing company. You should call a towing company.
Ah, man, come on. I'm trying to tell you, which company should I call?
Oh, call a towing company.
Oh, call a towing company.
A towing company. 706-882-8399.
A towing company. 706-882-8399. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
As B.E.S.T Academy Eagles take the field in order to receive. You remember, folks, if you've been listening to us all game long, Callaway Cavaliers won the toss, elected to receive and start out on offense, and that was kind of nice of Coach to do that because from the first play from the line of scrimmage, Eddie Culpepper, 66-yard touchdown run with 11:52 mark, so only 8 seconds into the game, it is 7-0 Callaway, and that was just the start of things. As right now, 5 touchdowns later, Callaway up 35-0 as we start this third quarter of play.
Well, it's just like Coach Wiggins said, there's always things we can improve on, which is true. And I think one of those key elements, even though we're going to be changing a lot of guys in and out, is that offensive line of scrimmage. The B.E.S.T defense really did a lot of penetration and got in the backfield a little more than you'd like them to. And you know as well as I do, Greg, each team in this region is getting better every week, and you've got to get better with them. And so I don't know. I would imagine that offensive line coach and Coach Hub for the defense, I would dare say they had a few words of wisdom to give to the young men.
Well, one of the things you don't want to do as the second time, and the strong wind is starting to whip it up again. That's the second time the ball has fallen over for Freeman as he's taken back. They're going to call in a holder just in case. Keep that. It's a change over now. I'm right-footed. So for the Cavaliers, number 22, Eddie Daniel, will hold as Chase Freeman gets ready to kick off. So, yeah, you don't want to lose your focus. I know you're having a lot of fun, but do play solid football while you're having fun. As the Cavaliers kick off, it'll be a short kick inside the 25, taking it to 24 by B.E.S.T Academy. They'll turn it upside inside of the hash marks and go up to about the 35-yard line. So about an 11-yard return for B.E.S.T Academy. And so they'll start the third quarter of play from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good job. Keyshawn Freeman, of course, in on the tackle, going downfield. Everybody staying in your lanes and just doing your job on special teams. And that's exactly when he talks about execution, that's a key part of execution. So the Callaway defense comes out on the field, and we'll see what kind of penetration they can get on this B.E.S.T Academy offensive line.
So B.E.S.T comes up to the ball, be an eye backfield, wide out to the left, short side of the field toward the B.E.S.T side. Quarterback under center. He's overlooking the Callaway defense. He'll take the snap, hand off to the deep back. Deep back goes toward the long side, out toward the Callaway. He'll pick up a yard, 2, 3, 4 yards before he's brought down at a long run. Of course, the clock's going to continue to run by it looks like number 12, and for the Cavalier, Dante Lindsey from his cornerback position. along with number 52 for the Callaway Cavaliers, Justice Perkins. Nice pursuit out there. He ran probably 20 yards, but only picked up 4. But again, a positive gain for Best Academy.
Yeah, Justice Perkins has been a key player for us on defense in several downs and over the last couple of weeks, and that kid is just really getting better as the weeks go by.
Best Academy up the line, I backfield. Fake it. He'll turn it out to the short side of the field, and I've got about 5 Cavaliers all over him where the quarterback stumbles. He actually loses a yard, kind of a naked boot all along with no protection as he turns it, comes toward the Best sidelines, and really he's his own worst enemy, if you will. He trips on the grass and falls down.
That's right, but let's give him a little bit of credit. He was looking into the face mask of a guy like Eddie Culpepper, who is not afraid to lower his helmet and put a hat on a hat.
That's right. Now we're into the second half of play, up 35-0. So the coaches have agreed to let the clock run. Best Academy up the line, I backfield. Quarterback takes it, hands off deep to his deep back. Nice run by the tailback. He'll actually come across the 45 up to about the 47, 46 and a half. It will be a first down. They'll move the change for Best Academy Eagles. So the Cavaliers give up a first down on Best Academy's first series of the third quarter.
Yeah, it was a great give to the back, really just going between the tackles. And Cortez Leonard from the safety position comes up and makes the hit. Good run. I mean, but again, our starters are still in there, and you'd like to see them shut that down. But nonetheless, maybe they're playing a little soft, but I don't know of Cortez Leonard's ability to play soft. I've never seen that before.
Looks like they're trying a quick snap. Hands off to deep center. Off to the left side. Nice little second little run. They're going to pick up about 5 off left tackle. Initial hit by Keyshawn Freeman. Eddie Culpepper finishes it off along with Deion Bray. It'll be second down and 4 as that play will pick up 6. Literally just a little tall sweep off left tackle.
Yeah, maybe they're getting in a rhythm here at Best Academy, like we talked about, Greg, before we started the show today, that Best has put up some numbers, and they've had to put up some numbers somehow, and so maybe they're just getting in the swing of things here, but hopefully we can see guys like Cortez Leonard and Keyshawn Freeman and Boom Lindsey down here playing this strong side linebacker position do some work.
So Best Academy inside Callaway territory to 48, takes a snap. He's under a ton of pressure. Deion Bray breaks through the line of scrimmage, gets that penetration that you're talking about, Brandon, with that intensity, and he'll take it for about a 2, maybe 3-yard loss back inside their own territory at the tip of the ball, setting at the 50-yard line.
Great job by Deion Bray getting in the backfield, shaking off that guard or that tackle, and getting in the backfield and making a play. And now we're seeing some substitutions come in.
Deion Smith comes in for Lorenzo Patterson from his linebacker position. We'll do a little substitution. So 3rd down and 7 as the ball rests at midfield mark on the Atlanta Public Schools logo. If you're into logos, call Mud Creek Graphics. From a shotgun position, Best Academy, and we've got a little movement on the Best Academy line. So that'll negate that play altogether. It'll back them up 5. It'll actually now be 3rd down and 12 as the ball should rest, Brandon, right about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, hopefully we can get our defense in and shut this thing down, get them punting, and let's get a turnover right here because it is 3rd and a mile and a half.
Interesting enough, Brandon, we've had all offensive scores tonight. In this kind of game, you'd kind of hope for a defensive score. Quarterback takes a snap. He rolls toward the Callaway sideline, lets it air out. He's got a man open, and about a 6, 7, 8-yard gain won't be enough for the first down, depending on where they mark it. It'll come up short. It'll be about 4th down and call it 2, maybe a long 2. Nice arm on that quarterback.
Yeah, it sure was. Great play by the quarterback and as well as the receiver. I'm looking on the field at the ball spotter, and they had that last play at 4th down. So we're right on track now, 4th and 2 for Best Academy, and let's see what they've got dialed up for the Callaway defense.
Yeah, they're always in 4-down territory. No need to punt. Ball's resting on the 45-yard line of the Callaway Cavaliers. Clock's running at 6:40 and ticking. Best Academy approaches the line. I backfield. Wide out to the short side, hand off to his tailback. He's first down and more. He'll pick up about 4 yards down to the 40-yard line. First down, second first down in a row for B.E.S.T. Really, the start of the third quarter, this is the best surge, best series that B.E.S.T. has had all game.
Absolutely, and they're just playing smash mouth football. I mean, there's really no trickery, nothing to it. Just running off tackle and seeing what you can do and putting guys in there that can make it happen. And that's exactly what's taking place here. First down for B.E.S.T.
You know, one of the things that Callaway now is thinking about is let's hold them scoreless. Yeah, we want to do some substitution. You know, as the officiating crew said, let's kind of balance this out and even this game up. But you know, we certainly don't want to even it up from a score standpoint. And the pride thing comes in. Callaway really wants to keep him out of the end zone.
Right.
Takes a snap, hands off deep, off left tackle. He gets outside. Nice little run. Cortez Leonard's able to take him down after about a 7-yard gain, maybe an 8-yard gain. On first down. So B.E.S.T, as you said, Brandon, just smash mouth, grind it out, nothing fancy, just handing the ball off and letting the tailback take off.
Yeah, Coach Dusty Hubbard, you're going to see him if this continues. You're going to see him hop around like a jumping bean over there here in a minute because he will not tolerate lackadaisical behavior by his defense, and that may just be what we're seeing, being up 35-0. But hopefully now that they are really close, 2nd and 2. Maybe they'll hunker down and take care of business.
2nd down and 2. Ball rest on the 32. B.E.S.T under center. Trying to draw him off sides. He'll hand the ball off quick to his fullback, and I don't know that he might have picked up a half a yard as the defensive line for Callaway just all over him. Really
great job. Looks like number 52, Justice Perkins, in on the tackle, and nothing doing there. Michael Williams, just a great job of just shutting that down between the tackles.
So the ball rests on the 32-yard line, still 3rd and 2, so no gain for that one. We talk about points scored. The first game of the year, they scored 64 against Cross Keys. In a loss, they scored 20 from Carver, Atlanta. In a loss, they scored 32 points. So they have the ability to put points on the board. At the line of scrimmage, I backfield. Under center is a quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to his deep back. He's got the first down and more. Nice little follow his block by that tight end. Actually, the tailback kicks out. He turns it upfield. He picks up about 6 yards down to the 25-yard line. So even as the clock's running, Brandon, a nice set of series by B.E.S.T Academy.
Well, I tell you what, friend, if Wilson Lindsay wasn't there on that play, that young man would have been gone to the house. And Boom Lindsay makes a good open field tackle, just taking his legs out, and the ball is marked on the 25-yard line, deep in Callaway territory.
As B.E.S.T Academy comes to line, ball is sitting in the middle between the hash marks on the 25-yard line. I backfield wide out to the right. He takes his time. He's surveying the Callaway defense. He goes under center. He takes a snap. He hands off deep to a power sweep to the left. Nice tackle by number 27 for the Cavaliers. LeBron Zalea from his linebacking position, middle linebacking position, saw that, read it nicely, penetrated, and kept the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles only to a 2-yard gain. So that's the way to step it up from your middle linebacking position.
Absolutely. Looks like defensive coordinator Coach Hub is trying to put some pressure on this quarterback and bringing both linebackers between the tackles there and doing a great job. So now we're 2nd and long for B.E.S.T Academy, and looks like they're going to try to spread the field.
Well, they'll have 2 wideouts to the right, to the long side of the field. Ball rests on the left hash marks. Quarterback's in the shotgun position, single backfield. He'll take the pitch. He'll roll out toward the far side of the sidelines. Got a man wide open. About a 12, 14-yard pass as they're inside the 10. And we've got a late flag on it, so I don't know that that's going to attack on a personal foul on that. But nice pass by the quarterback, nice reception by their split out. And that'll be about a 14-yard gain inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And we'll see what the penalty's about, Brandon.
Yeah, it's looking like I saw Boom Lindsay raise his hand. Don't know if this is going to be against us or B.E.S.T.
Well, the umpire makes his way toward the middle of the field. And he'll turn his speaker on. Helmet-to-helmet contact. There are those that are listening would might say, well, that's why you have a helmet. Is that right? But
not in today's new rules, my
no,
friend.
they really want you to aim for the shoulder pads, aim for the padded area other than the head. There's plenty of concussions. So that ball will actually be moved from the 9-yard line where it's spotted now, and they'll probably take it halfway to the goal line. So it should be somewhere around the 4 to 4.5-yard line. Okay, we won't do split. We'll take it all the way down to the 1 inch. No, he's going to back it up. I thought, okay, where's he going? Okay, I already had that added up for him, Brandon. I don't know why he had to go to the goal line and come back, but the 4.5-yard line. So first and goal for B.E.S.T Academy at the 2-minute and 29-second mark of the third quarter. B.E.S.T Academy under center. High backfield, split wide out to the right. Quarterback will take the snap. He'll hand it off to his deep back, and he is caught in the backfield by a host of Callaway Cavaliers. Actually, he's going to lose about 2, maybe 3 yards on that one, Brandon.
Great job, the penetration of our defense. Callaway Cavaliers just fall in, and there's white jerseys all over the place as the ball is spotted at the 6-7 yard line.
The clock continues to run inside 2 minutes now. It'll bring up second and goal for B.E.S.T Academy Eagles as they're methodically marching the ball down. They started at their own 35-yard line, Brandon. They've had about 4 first downs and attack on a personal foul at the end of that reception. That ball is inside the 5. It's now at the 7-yard line. Second and goal for B.E.S.T Academy as they'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Wide out to the left. Ball's in the center of the field. High backfield. Under center. Quarterback will take the snap. He'll hand it off to his deep back. Nice penetration by the Callaway Cavaliers. He does get outside, and the Callaway strings it out, pulls it out to the sideline. He'll go out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. So a good job by the Cavaliers keeping him from getting in the end zone. But again, a nice run. It'll pick up about 5 yards. It'll be third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, great job bouncing out guys like Justice Perkins and looked like number 22 for the Cavaliers, Ed Daniel, and really getting outside and really touchdown saving tackle right there on the 2-yard line.
As the clock continues to run, it's 49 seconds and counting. Inside the 5-yard line, I backfield, wide out to the right. Now the quarterback gets back. He walks back and talks to his fullback as if to tell him he needs to go left instead of right. Quarterback takes the center. Takes a snap. He hands it off to the deep back. The fullback actually just stood up and got out of his way, and the tailback took it between the guard and the tackle on the right side, and he's got hit about the 1-yard line.
Absolutely. Ed Daniel again on the play, and it's going to be on the 1-yard line, or if not closer. And this is gut check time for the Callaway Cavaliers on defense.
You know, we talked about that pride thing, and I tell you what, B.E.S.T Academy has taken this ball 65 yards, actually 75 yards, right down the field. That's about 74. 1 more yard and it's going to be a touchdown. We may not even get this play off, and we won't. That is the end of the third quarter of play. Callaway Cavalier football, 35-0 here in Atlanta. We'll be right back.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Kia.
Jesse Lick here from Kia LaGrange. Did you know the Kia Optima Hybrid gets better highway miles per gallon and has a lower starting price than the Accord, Camry, and Fusion? The 2012 Kia Optima Hybrid starts as low as $24,900. Oh, by the way, the Optima Hybrid holds the Guinness Book of World Record for lowest fuel consumption in a hybrid vehicle, which averaged 64.5 miles per gallon. All Kia products are backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Yeah, it is. It is 4.
All right, 4th down and inches. 4th and goal for B.E.S.T Academy Eagles as they move from one 4-inch line all the way down to the other 4-inch line in the south side of the field. To end this ball game, they will be moving from my left to right. They're all in Navy uniforms, old gold numbers and helmets. Callaway's in their white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, pink socks as they recognize breast cancer awareness. So a little bit of pride thing is B.E.S.T Academy comes up to the line of scrimmage as we start this fourth quarter play. Quarterback under center, quarterback sneak, and he is just going to be pushed. Let's see if he makes it into the end zone. They're going to give him a touchdown at the start of the fourth quarter. So B.E.S.T Academy Eagles takes the ball from the 35-yard line. Brandon, after about 4 first downs, just methodically moves it down the field. So give these guys credit for just playing smash mouth football and getting on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. Really a great series of plays by B.E.S.T Academy, just methodically going down the field. Nothing fancy, nothing, no razzle-dazzle, just smash mouth in between the tackles, and had a couple of, runs where they bounced outside, but really just a methodical going down the football field, and really can't ask for any more than that.
Looks like the B.E.S.T Academy place kicker's shaking his hand and hurt, so they're going to take a timeout. But before they kick that P, they can take a timeout. We're going to take one too. 35-6. We'll be right back.
Secret to beating injuries or ailments: get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Here I am trying to get hazard pay last night by running color and operating the camera. And Brandon's up here telling Coleman, there's nothing to that. Like, I'm trying to earn more money here, okay? All right, so after this timeout, B.E.S.T Academy will try their point after touchdown. And it's a straight-on kicker. When's the last time we've seen that, Brandon?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Well, I tell you what, they might want to take it back to Parks and Rec because it looks ugly. So, point after is no good. 35-6 is your score. Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
I was getting on to Coleman. He took so long to get back up here.
Forever.
I don't know if it's his age
Forever.
or what, Brandon, but we need to work on getting him in shape.
You realize it took him a whole quarter to get back up here?
That's true. It did. You operated that camera. I don't know what that camera pay works out like, but I think you're going to get an extra check this week.
Praise God.
Oh, he said 0. I'm sorry about that.
Wow.
You may get a check. It'll just be paper only. All right, the Cavaliers are ready, set to receive this kickoff, as if we've got a 2-line kickoff formation by B.E.S.T Academy as the kicker approaches it on the 40-yard line. Just kind of a wobbly kick. It's picked up on the 25-yard line, straight up the middle by, it looks like, I want to say Wilson Lindsay.
It is.
And he just ran right up the middle, and he goes from the 20-yard line all the way up to the 41 is where they'll spot it. So Callaway will have it. Their first possession of the second half as B.E.S.T Academy just really used up all the third quarter in their only possession.
They did. They used up the entire quarter. Really a great series of plays for their offensive coordinator there. And, again, I would imagine we'll see a lot more of that.
Well, as Coleman Vice is telling me, it was a long 12-minute third quarter. Actually, I told him it's all 12 minutes, whether it's long or short. Callaway under center hands the ball off to Devon Rosser. Rosser takes it outside from a tailback position. He'll pick up about 7.5 yards out to the 49-yard line. As you've got to get to the 49-yard line of B.E.S.T Academy for a first down. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, great run by Devon Rosser. And, again, he just lowers his shoulders and runs north and south. And great run by Devon. And good job on the offensive line to
And, I'm starting to see new numbers here. We need to start identifying it. Number 32 in the game for the Cavaliers, and that will be Mason Hendricks. He comes into the game helping out the Cavaliers. Parks under center, I backfield. He'll hand it off deep to Rosser. Rosser breaks one tackle, and he moves it all the way up. Depending on where they spot it, looks like they're going to give him a first down. So with that in mind, we'll move the change inside Eagle territory.
Great job seeing guys in there on the O-line like Andrew Dodgen. Great kid, big kid, strong, and just doing a great job on the offensive line. Looking at guys that are wide out like Nick Woodyard, split end. He's coming in, and we'll see a little bit more of him. But I'm really surprised Tez Parks is still in the ball game.
Well, I tend to agree. 59, Tay Robinson comes in the offensive line. So let's get Tay some playing time. Zalea at fullback, Rosser at tailback. Parks under center, wide out both sides. Takes a snap. He'll hand it off to the Zalea on a quick hit, and Zalea's going nowhere. Yeah, actually, he may lose a yard.
Yeah, he runs right into Devin Powell, and between Devin Powell and the fella that he was trying to guard, I think you're talking about close to 400 pounds of groceries there. So when he hit it, he immediately hit the ground.
That's about $1,200 worth, I think. It's $4 a pound, I think. But, all right, 2nd and 11 as Parks brings the Cavaliers up to the line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off deep to Rosser. Rosser will take it off right tackle. He's immediately hit at the line of scrimmage, but manages to break loose and picks up about 3.5 hard yards. It'll be 3rd down and call it 8.5.
Well, it looks like they brought Dre Martin in as a quarterback position, which I guess they got the memo. But Dre Martin, number 16, comes into the ball game as quarterback, and hopefully that they are methodically moving down the field. 3rd and long here, so pretty important 3rd down play.
A.J. Braxton checks in at wide out. He's wide out at the far side. Martin under center. He counters. He'll keep the ball. He actually had a man, Wilson Lindsay, wide open to pitch to, but he decided to keep it. He kind of, with all the excitement, he stumbles a little bit. But that's to be expected when you come in and you get a little excited. Oh, right. I got the ball.
Right,
oh,
new kid.
Yeah, you stumble a little bit. That'll bring up 4th down. And looks like the Cavaliers will punt it as Chase Freeman will stand around about the 39-yard line as the clock continues to run. Inside 8 minutes, 35-6, your Cavs on top of Best Academy Eagles. Here in beautiful Lakewood Stadium in South Atlanta. In punt formation, Freeman takes a snap. He gets a nice punt off, almost blocked. It might have been tipped there. Takes a Best Academy bounce, and Wilson Lindsay picks that ball up and downs it on the 42-yard line. So not a very, very long punt. And we talked about he's punting into the wind, and that wind is still stirring. I know your wife is down there bundled up in her jacket. I know that popcorn's keeping her warm, though.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Chase, he is a great, great punter. And I believe that ball was tipped off of his foot. I mean, if it looked like it was almost blocked, but nonetheless, it must have been tipped because there was some contact made and no flag. So nonetheless, the Best Academy starts out at their own 42-yard line, and let's see what they do here on 1st and 10.
As the umpire winds the clock in, clock will be running. Wide out to the right, quarterback under center, I backfield. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to the deep back on a right off tackle as he breaks wide open. He's at the 45-40. He continues to run inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 29-yard line. No, they're going to show him stepping out of bounds. No. They're going to bring him down to the 31-yard line instead of the 29. So, wow, that was about a 28-yard gain by Best Academy. Their best play of the game, Brandon.
Yeah, great run. Freshman, 5'8", 150 pounds. Had a lot of blocking downfield. Really couldn't ask for anything more. If you're a running back, everybody was blocked, and he just went between the blocks and got downfield for a Best Academy first down at the Callaway 31-yard line.
You know, I know Coach Wiggins is on the sideline. You can see him with his hands in his pockets, on his hips, like he's in kind of a little aggravated. And this is not what he wanted in the second half. But a little quick handoff up the middle to the fullback, that may pick up a yard. Best trying to take advantage of these quick hitting plays, if you will. Go outside, and try to hit one up the middle. And Callaway's not going to have any part of that.
Right. Good job defensively right there by Deion Bray, and then, of course, you had number 52 back in there, which is Justice Perkins. And, again, you're just not going to go over the nose without being touched by one of those guys. So here we go, second and about 9 for Best Academy.
A name we haven't called a lot is Deion Smith, number 14. He was in on that play as well. Quarterback under center. He'll take the snap. Toss sweep to the left side, outside the and we're going to have holding as he is crushed by Zalea and number 17, Nick Woodyard, on the tackle. But Zalea comes in from his linebacker position. That's one of those hit him low, hit him high, and Zalea hit him high and just rolled him over. But we're going to probably have either a crackback or a hold, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be holding, so it'll be backed up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And the clock is stopped only because we had a penalty. But, again, Best Academy showing some good strategy here up the middle. They round one in, get plenty of yards. They toss sweep it to the left side out toward the Callaway sideline. And if it hadn't been for Woodyard and Zalea, he might have been turning that corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, both of them staying at home. I mean, they were blocked, but, again, it was good that both of them were staying at home and taking care of business and able to shake that block and make the tackle in the open field.
We appreciate the balance of athleticism in the second half, if you will, but we wonder where they were in the first half.
Right.
I kind of like this football.
Right.
Up the line of scrimmage from a shotgun position. He'll take the snap. He'll roll out to his right. His little screen pass, and he had him set up. But I tell you what, number 16 for the Callaway Cavaliers, Dre Martin, who had just come in at quarterback. It's a good thing we got him on defense, kind of getting the bugs out of him. But he was right there on defense now. But it was an excellently designed play. Excellent design.
Dre Martin, Lorenzo Patterson in on the coverage there and got some penetration into the backfield. And, when you got 3 white jerseys coming at you, forced him to get rid of the ball a little earlier than he wanted to. But the play was there. The screen was definitely there because everybody was coming.
5 minutes to go in the game. Clock is running. Callaway 35. Best Academy 6. Ball rest on about the 39-yard line. Best Academy from the shotgun position. 2 wideouts to the right. He'll take a step. And he rolls out to the right. He decides to keep it. He's going to turn the ball upfield, breaks the tackle, almost breaks 2, and he just continues to drive inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. That gain will pick up about 9 yards. So give Best Academy effort. They just continuing to try to make something out of it. I think they know they're not going to win this ball game, but they're continuing to pound this football.
Absolutely. Well, you got guys like Eddie Culpepper in and finishing up Ed Daniel coming in to finish off that tackle and looking at about 4th and 12, it looks like, because of the penalties. But, again, this is 4th down territory, so nothing to lose, everything to gain.
4 minutes to go in the ball game from the shotgun position. 2 wide outs to the left. 1 wide out long, 1 slot back. Single setback. Quarterback from the shotgun position. He's standing on the 41-yard line, the 39-yard line. He'll take the snap, roll to his left. He is under tremendous amount of pressure from Keyshawn Freeman, just blitzing. And he said, I'm going to put a stop to this. He'll all the way back at about the 45-yard line. That'll be about a 12-yard loss as Callaway will take over. That's better than a punt there, buddy.
Keyshawn Freeman found the seam, saw where the hole was opening up and took advantage of it. And that's a perfect example of maturity on the field. And when Keyshawn Freeman sees that open lane, he's going to hit it and hit it hard. So here our Callaway Cavaliers come up with just a few minutes left in the ball game, and 1st and 10 Callaway.
Josh Williams checks in at center. The number 2s are in. Number 16 at quarterback, Dre Martin. Backfield, number 45, Rashawn Lovelace is in it, fullback. Martin fakes it to the fullback. He'll try to take it out toward the right side, cuts it inside of the tackle, is hit hard by the linebacker, scrambles up for about a 3-yard gain. But him being on defense, he's shed the hits. He's had the ability to shed those hits, and he was hit good. He spun off, picked up hard, 3 yards.
That's right, Dre Martin. He's been in the game a lot today, and hitting's nothing new to him. So he does a little spin move and picks up 3 yards, and we're looking at about 2nd down and 7.
Clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this ball game. Callaway up 35-6. A little bit of confusion as number 30, Andrew Thomas, swings from one side to the other. He comes up to the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the 48-yard line. Martin takes a snap, hands off deep to his deep back. He breaks it, he tries to break a tackle and get outside. Number 36, Tyreek Frazier from his tailback position, broke a tackle, bounced it out, but then he got caught with his feet, just couldn't really get outside. So, that's the thing about sharing these Atlanta stadiums. I see the next game getting ready to start as the players from another team are coming in, and kind of reminds me of Columbus Stadium. We don't have that. We hadn't been shared start 4 o'clock games in Troup County just yet at Callaway Stadium. So, all right, Callaway up to the line, takes a snap. He'll fake it. Martin, naked boot, goes out to the right side. Nice move, but he is held short of the first down.
Just short.
He'll pick up about 6 hard yards, and nice individual effort. That'll bring up 4th down and a yard, and it looks like Coach Wiggins is sending a ton of kids on. I don't know if that's punting team or he says, what the heck, let's go for it. But there's a minute left in this ball game.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
Might as well. 4th down and call it a yard, maybe yard and a half. As the ball sets on the 46.5-yard line of B.E.S.T Academy as we're inside a minute at 53 seconds. 52, 50 and counting. Callaway Cavaliers up 35-6. All of the scoring by Callaway in the first 2 quarters of the game. No scoring in the 3rd quarter, and yet to score in the 4th quarter. Under center, takes a snap, quarterback sneak. And, I don't know that he's going to get it. I know he's still trying, but no, he won't get it as the whistle's blown. He might have picked up, I say that. They get him. That's a nice spot. I still don't think he's going to get it. And so when this indecisiveness, they've yet to stop the clock. The clock is still running at 20 seconds. I guess they're just going to kind of meander around and finally decide to determine, is this 1st down, 4th down, 5th down?
I think
it's 1st down,
it's
B.E.S.T
1st
Academy.
down, but I think they're just going to let the clock wind on down because they had already said they weren't going to stop the clock. So
that's it. And that's your ball game. Callaway Cavaliers victorious 35-6 as we're here at Lakewood Stadium in South Atlanta. 7-1 overall, 4-0 in the region. Believe that's it, and we'll be right back on Eagle Sports. You're listening to Callaway Football. We'll be right back.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
Are you looking for a new job? Then you need the right help to find a job that's right for you. You need Malone Staffing. Yes, they are the professionals that will listen to you and then find the job that is just right. So start the process today so tomorrow you're enjoying what you're doing in your new career. Malone Staffing specializes in production, warehouse, clerical, assembly, call center, management, and professional staffing. Apply online at malonesolutions.com or drop by on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange and 405 West 8th Street in West Point. Malone Staffing